enemies. Common sense should be enough for us to understand and accept that the supposed conditional act of revenge does not constitute to an active threat. This is a plan without a finish. Isipin ninyo ang buong mundo na nanonood. Ganito ba ang kapasidad ng mga Pilipino na mag-isip? Diba? At wala silang pakialam dyan. Pero ako, nahihiya ako na ganito ang kapasidad ng mga tao sa administrasyon. I am confident that the next scrutiny would easily expose this narrative to be a farce, imagined, or nothing at all. So, may question kayo?
You said you were taken out of context, and you also mentioned that they have a playbook.
Yes.
That they're going by.
Yes.
So, can you explain to us that context? Set it straight.
Yes.
And also explain to us that playbook that you're talking about.
Okay, sige. So, the context is, what did I say? I was asked, do you know about the Roman... I'm sorry ha. I was asking for the transcription of all that I said. I did not get it before I came down. So I have a problem remembering the exact words. Yes. So there was a question about Romanov, and I said, well, this is the first time that I've heard of that. But I've been warned by 2 persons already. 2. Be careful. I forget now what the words were said, but I will review my notes and tell one person said how he said to be careful, and other person what that other person said. So, tatlo na yon. One person warned me, another person warned me, and then I was asked during a press briefing by a media person if I know of these plans, if you can say the word, if that is the correct word to use here, plans. So I answered, I was asked Romanov, and then I answered, I was told by 2 people, this is the first time I've heard of Romanov, so that is the 3rd already. And I said, don't worry about my security. If they kill me, if I die, kapag pinatay ako, or kapag namatay ako, in the context of don't worry about my security. So this means pinatay ka. Diba? Kasi hindi ka naman mamamatay by heart attack in addition to your security. Diba? So, pag namatay ako, I already asked a person to take revenge against 3 individuals. So, my question now to the administration, is revenge from the grave a crime?
So, but you already talked to a person.
And then somebody was assassinated on the airport tarmac. Diba? They oppress and suppress, and the people were getting angry. What did they do? They created a scenario that there is a national emergency. They, set bombs to create a scenario that there is a national emergency. And then they assassinated their political enemy. So that's the playbook. We already saw that in history. So that is my proof.
Vice,
Yes.
based
Ang hindi lang po nagawa ni Benigno Aquino Jr., kaya po hindi siya naka
dun sa naging statement.
I have to cut that, sir, because I have to read the subpoena. I've not read it, so I need to write an answer.
Sir, ma'am, you've not read the subpoena, but just to confirm, you are gonna, when the subpoena is served and you've read it, you are gonna go to the NBI and you're gonna face the NBI.
I cannot answer that because I have not read what the content of the subpoena is.
Ma'am, has it been served?
I do not know. So we'll stop about the subpoena now. Let's stop talking about DOJ and subpoena and then allow me to read through it and then think and then write an answer and then we'll talk.
Ma'am, about the text, sabi ni Bado, sabi ni Bado, meron na kayong assassination attempt. Just assassination before your birthday. Can you clarify this? Had there been really assassination attempts before your birthday?
I have not talked to Lorraine Baden, no? So let me talk to her and ask her kung ano yung information niya. But we are actually preparing right now list of proof that they are ano ba ito? The whole of government is going after one person. Let's see. But kung gusto nyo, basahin ko yung PSC, mas ano yun, mas merong, I discussed one thing.
So,
You wanna do that? You wanna do PSC? Let's do PSC. But, maraming salamat sa pagbabantay ninyo kay Yusek Lopez and Gina Acosta. And pakiusap ko lang na bantayan ninyo siya kahit mag-shifting lang kayo, maiwan lang isa just to make sure na kasi may takot din yung nasa taas na actually ang takot ni Yusek Lopez lagi sa gabi. Oo. Kasi hulog lahat ng tao, nagpapahinga lahat ng tao. Walang makakapala. So maraming salamat. Okay, PSC tayo. This is in response to the statement of the Presidential Security Command dated 25 November 2024. The Vice President Security and Protection was created and became an armed forces of the Philippines-wide support and separately by virtue of the Department of National Defense Order signed by former Secretary Delphine Lorenzana dated June 20, 2020. With corresponding AFP table of personnel and equipment. This was a move to distinguish the security of the Vice President and make it independent. After I resigned from DepEd, kita niyo na yung pattern, after I resigned from DepEd, the unit was unceremoniously assigned as a unit under the Presidential Security Command, July 9, 2024, ang order ng PNP. Therefore, the security of the Vice President is now under the control of the PSC and as a consequence is influenced by the decisions of the Office of the President. Presuming that the PSC is still a non-partisan professional organization, why is the command eerily quiet on the documented threats to me, my family, and the OVP personnel. The silence. Ito, natural assumption ito natin lahat. The silence is proof that the inclusion of the DPSPG in the PSC is clearly to undermine my security. That's what kayo ng listahan namin with proof. Ito, with proof. There's a DND order.
Separating your security.
Yes, no, tucking my security under PSC, which is influenced
Ay, yes.
by the decisions of the Office of the President. So ano yan? Lahat ng galaw ko, lahat ng ginagawa ko, kung saan ako, alam niya, alam nila. So anong gagawin nila? Anong value ng information sa kanila after ako mag-resign sa DepEd? Before, when I was with DepEd and working to help the administration, wala namang ganun eh. Diba? Tapos pag mag-resign ka, ito, here mo, imo-monitor. That's something. So, I'm coming up with a list of threats, pero we'll take that up baka next week na. Kasi, tao lang po. Hindi kaya magsulat ng kayo, mga gagaling kayo, mabilis kayo magsulat. Ako, kailangan ko...
Are you afraid, are you saying that there's a threat for you to get killed by the administration?
Well, that is a possibility. You see what they're doing right now? That is an example. They are undermining my security. That is just from the PSC. Hindi ko pa dinidiscuss ang galing sa PNP. Diba?
Ang inintento
Ma'am,
ka
yung nagsabi sa iyo ng dalawang tao, anong klaseng threat naman yung sinabi sa iyo, yung binarn sa inyo?
Hindi ko. Mahirap kasi mag-browse ngayon. Hindi ko maalala yung words na ginamit. Oo.
with this,
I don't trust my memory.
Pero in what manner ba? Assassination plot ba yan? Paano ba yan?
Hindi, iba yung words na no assassination plot. But the general message is threat to life. Yes.
Marina Blanco said something like that.
Oo, huwag nyo lang muna i-quote ha, kasi hindi ko maalala. I don't trust my memory right now, so I need to review the notes so that I give you a verbatim record of what was said by the two individuals.
Ma'am, with this, do you also intend to double security like the PSC? Like what they're doing now to the first time of president?
Hindi ko na ini-expect yan, ma'am, sa PSC. And hindi ko rin tatanggapin, ma'am, at this point, kung magdadagdag sila ng mga tao dito. Kasi hindi na natin alam kung non-partisan ba yung
Well, not necessarily.
idadagdag nila.
Not necessarily coming from PSC.
No, I don't trust anyone right now. So yes.
Even your security?
Even if PSC acts on what I said, no, I will not accept it anymore. That is what I did with PNP. Hindi na. Kasi hindi na natin alam eh. Baka igagawin pa yan nilang rason na maglagay ng mga tao dyan na nagtatrabaho para sa kanila.
Okay. Last two questions.
Ma'am, do you share the same sentiments as your father, former president? Last night,
What
he
are
said,
his sentiments?
So last night, he asked the military if they would continue to support fractured governance and a leader who is a drug addict.
I agree. So, excuse me, sandali. I agree with fractured governance. I was a member of cabinet, so I have personal knowledge. I agree with fractured governance. I agree with the assumption that he is a drug addict because he continuously refuses to do a drug test. Napakadali naman, di ba? Tulad ko, napakadali naman. Sinabi ko kaagad, gusto niyo ng neuropsychiatric test o kung ano pa man yung test na gusto niyo i-take ko. Gusto niyo ulitin ko yung bar exams? Lahat yan gagawin ko. No questions asked. Gusto niyo ng drug test? Sabi ko, dagdagan ko yan. Napadali ko rin sa akin yan. Ngayon kaagad na araw na ito, gawin natin yan. Pero, lahat, sabi ko nga, sisimulan namin sa Office of the Vice President ang drug test. Kaming lahat. Diba? So, dapat tayo gobyerno, mag-drug test tayong lahat. Lahat ng mga congressman ninyo, pa-drug test nyo.
What about
So are
the
you-
question for the military? Do we go for
No, I do not agree with that. So, as I said, i-qualify niyo yung answer ko. I agree with the fractured government. I have personal knowledge. I was a member of cabinet. I agree. Assumption that I think mine is assumption. I think the former president has evidence that he really is a drug addict. So, pareho-pareho lang din yun.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, are you afraid? Sorry.
Sabi ko nga, diba, noong kailan ba yon nagsalita ako, sabi ko, dalawa lang naman hinihingi natin. Diba? As politicians, ibigay natin yung pangako natin sa mga tao. Diba? Ako, bumoto ako. Kasi sinabi 20 pesos ang per kilo ng bigas. And that would help so many families right now. Diba? Pangalawa, tingnan natin ang katinuan ng lahat. Diba? Pag-drug test nyo din yung AFP. Pag-drug test nyo din yung lahat ng PNP. But somehow, hanggang ngayon, OVP pa lang din ang papadrug test. I wonder why.
para sa magkaroon ng reconciliation between you and the President.
No, hindi ako tao na nagpapaareglo. Tsaka hindi ako tao na nabibili ng pera.
Ma'am, are you a threat na to national security?
Am I a threat to national security? What they are doing to me is a threat. Sagot ko yan sa NSC. Mamaya, bukas.
Okay.
Ma'am, may nabanggit kayo na bibinigay sa inyo sobre si First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos. Para saan ba yun? Ano ang purpose ng millions na yun na
Yes,
sinasabi niyo?
I'm waiting for that question to come up in the committee hearing. So let's wait for that question to come up in the committee
On
hearing.
Friday, will you be able to attend the next hearing po? Just like yesterday.
Yes, I'm free on Friday. Tomorrow I'll be in Basilan, and then Thursday I'll be in Lingayen, Pangasinan, and then Friday I'm free.
So you're ready to answer all their questions now?
I will answer my questions because I need to be there to help the other OVP personnel. They have expressed that they feel safer and they feel more comfortable if I am with them. But I will not be recognized if I don't take my oath. So I am forced to take my oath and answer questions under oath because I cannot take care of OVP personnel.
For example, to explain how 120 pesos were spent within a matter of 11 days, or they have questions about acknowledgement receipts. Will you explain all those or answer all those questions?
Isn't it that they've been asking those questions from the resource persons, from COA, from the OVP personnel? So why will I answer again? I already answered when we sent our answers to the Commission on Audit. It was clear that, in fact, ayoko naman kasi mag-discuss ng CF ba, but in fact, the 125 confidential funds had a notice of this, but not the entire amount. Let's make that clear. Not the entire amount of the 125 million was disallowed by the Commission on Audit. Meaning, all the rest, right now, I think it's approximately 70 million that was disallowed. But that is subject to appeal because Because, gusto ko ba sabihin ito sa inyo? Dahil, during the discussion, I was telling the lawyer a document. But the lawyer said, no, you know, when lawyers are discussing and they have, their own, positions, it's really a difficult, meeting to do. I said to submit. And then the other lawyer said, ay di lumabas yung disallowance. And then sinabihan ko yung lawyer, sabi ko, tingnan mo, lumabas yung disallowance. Sabi ko, sa appeal, ilabas mo yung document.
Ma'am, si Colonel Lachica and Colonel Nolasco na nabanggit po na mga...
Wait lang ha, so tapusin ko lang. And then, so cleared na yon. The first, second, and third quarters, undergoing audit. Merong AOM na sinasagot namin ngayon. Okay? For DepEd, the first and second quarters, may credit notice na yon. Ibig sabihin, cleared na ang buong pera. Diba? Ewan ko lang kung sinasabi ko ng mga congressman. Of course, hindi nila sinasabi, diba? Because they want to, present their evidence. The money in DepEd, first and second quarter, cleared with credit notice. The ongoing audit is on the third quarter only. And it's ongoing. So you cannot question an ongoing audit. And you cannot audit the funds of any government office because that is the exclusive domain of the Commission on Audit. Bakit nag-audit ang ating mga command? Dapat sila gumagawa ng batas. Nakikita nyo? Sinasabi na nila ngayon, in the proper time, we will legislate. Kasi sinasabi namin where is the proposed legislation namin? So, hindi dagdag na nila yun. Madali lang naman siya Pakinggan nyo lang, basahin nyo lang lahat ng mga nangyayari. Madali lang maintindihan kung anong ginagawa nila. Okay?
Ma'am, pag humarap na si Colonel Nolasco and Colonel Lachica, mas maiintindihan na ba ng publiko at ng Kongreso financial loss?
I still say that confidential funds, the use of confidential funds, cannot be divulged. Sinasabi ko pa rin yan. They cannot be divulged in public. It will compromise lives and security of personnel who are operating or who are nandun kabila. Cannot do that. That is why it is called confidential funds.
Okay, Senator, if you just get your reaction dun sa comment ko ng ilang congressmen na parang pag humaharap sa pagdidikitan.
Okay, ang tao na hinaharas mo, tineterrorize mo. Ako lang naman ang hindi nagkakasakit dahil politiko ako. You can terrorize me and harass me all you want. Not these ordinary president. They are not politicians. They are ordinary citizens. So, pag hinaras mo yan, terrorize mo yan, ganyan talaga mangyayari. Sinasabihan ko yung doktor kagabi, Dok, i-clear nyo yan na mag-attend ulit. Kung sa susunod, diretsong stroke na yan. Ngayon, swerte tayo, hindi stroke, hindi heart attack. But the family has a history of heart attack. Lahat ng kanyang ang parents and I think some relatives, heart attack lahat ang ikinamatay. So, papaupuin pa ba natin doon? Tapos antayin na, heart attack. Yes, diba? So, yes. So, yes, Mr. Billionario, pahingi ng pera.
Last one, critics din, they're saying,
Yes.
of course you've already said that you're here almost 24/7 because you're concerned. Someone is here for them because you're
might say something, you might divulge something that might incriminate you.
They're attending. They are Yus Lopez attended the hearing. They can ask her questions there. I was not there when Yusek Lopez attended the hearing, so I was not there to influence her and tell her what to answer. If you saw me yesterday, I was not looking at Jean Costa. I was studying. I was reading laws. I was reading para na akong congressman ngayon, tanong niyo ako kung anong rules nila. I was studying the rules of the House of Representatives. I was not looking at her. Pabayaan ko siya sumagot. Siguro umiling-iling ako paminsan-minsan dahil I feel na hindi dapat dinadivulge sa public. Yung ibang mga sinasabi na ng kasama ko, pero wala akong magawa. Wala akong magawa. Kasi ayaw namin na madidala. So, sumasagot talaga sila. Si Edward Fajarda, not once did I coach him. Pero si Ina, I helped her with the detail. Kasi siya remember kung anong tawag nung isang tao na galing sa isang opisina, na nililipat sa isang opisina, and that is called detail. So I told her detail, and she said details.
Yung money, yung CF is from SDO, dumidiretso daw sa mga security officer. Yun talaga mamang nature ba ng confidential funds?
Yes, there is an SDO, and there is a security officer head of agency. May officer kami. Talagang structure. Again, sinabi ko ito sa mga, wala kasing mainstream noon ba? Again. So, alam natin lahat ng, halikan ko na yung ano ninyo.
Subo yung may...
Ayoko itong pula. Saan galing yan? Ayun! Okay, saan? Saan ako? Okay. Alam nyo, diba, meron kayong mga naririnig ng akusasyon ng nakawan dito sa ating gobyerno. Corruption in government. Naririnig nyo ba na millions ang ninanakaw? Hindi, diba? Ang naririnig nyo, billions ang ninanakaw sa budget natin. Alam nyo bakit 115 lang yon? Kasi kinompute yun kung buwan-buwan ano ang gagawin at ano ang implement. Kami magnanakaw ng 150 million. Ang nakawan sa gobyerno, billion-billion. Ginamit yun sa trabaho. Bakit 125 plus 500 yung sa Office of the Vice President? Kasi kinompute yun. One buwan. Ang problem sa 1.5, binigay sa amin December na. And the requirement in government offices, you have to utilize money before December 31, before the end of the year. So ang ginawa, lahat ng preps in-implement. Diba? And as I said, government offices disburse millions, billions in a day. Sa DepEd, nagdi-disperse kami. Nagdi-disperse. Pumipirma kami ng cheque. Multi-million. Kung itotal mo ang mga checks araw-araw na nalalabas sa DepEd, billions. Nagbabayad kami, nagbabayad. So, bakit nila kine-question yung pagbabayad ng millions in a day? And that is, part of government office to disburse money every day and pay obligations. Ginamit yun sa trabaho. Pinipilit lang talaga. Dalawa na ang maro ko. Si Marisol at si
Kanina po niya ako
JC.
sinisinyasan kami. Tama na.
Oo. Tama na naman. Ano no? Oo, kasi alam na ito na ayaw nila gabi. Ano. Tomorrow, balikan ako Basilan. I'll leave in the early morning. Yes, leave early morning. And then, balik ako sa gabi. My flight's money. Nandiyan mama niya, tsaka nandiyan yung lawyers niya, and ayoko makipag-usap sa mga abogado kasi lahat ng mga abogado, pag nag-uusap-usap sila, magaling lahat ba? Diba? Lahat sila, ako yung magaling, ako yung magaling, ako yung magaling. Parang sa legal action. Sit down.